folks, and welcome back to Mini Airways. This is a game we took a look at a while ago, and it is fully released. The previous version of this video was of the prologue, and now we have the full game. And let me tell you, this game is so much fun. I really love everything about it. So we're going to go into play. You can see my records, or lack thereof. There are tons of new airports. Like, they just go through. You can see them all on the screen, and there are more added all of the time. When we go in, we can take a look at hardcore mode or sandbox mode, which I haven't done. I just kind of stick in normal. And let's go through and find an airport that we haven't done so well in. Maybe like Zurich, which we only have 75. Let's go San Francisco. We only have 69. Nice. So let's go through and start that off, and maybe we'll see what's going on. But these type of games tickle my brain. I just love them so much. They just fit all of the things that make my brain a happy place to be. Again, the idea is that you have planes show up on the bottom here. Planes will show up on the map. And on this one, they have red areas where we don't want the planes to go into certain mountains or different areas. We can hit the letter 2 or the number 2 to speed the game up a little bit. And basically, the ring or the shape that's around the airplane, if that comes in contact with another shape around another airplane, you lose. And as planes that are taking off reach their destination, you get points. So I got 2 points right now because I've had 2 planes go there. And as a plane lands, you'll also get another point. So we'll go through, and as time goes on here, we'll kind of expand our options here and get more stuff. So we are slowly going through, and at the end of every day, just like mini metros and mini, well, should I say all the mini games, you basically get a reward or an upgrade at the end of that day. And that's the same for this game. Now, the upgrades are different in the full version of the game than what they were previously, which is a really good thing. It adds some complexity. There's a lot of new options. You can do landing gateways, so I can set up a little waypoint here, and anytime I point a plane to that, I can point that waypoint to an exact runway and have planes automatically land. I can connect waypoints, so I have a waypoint all the way out here on the right, one down here on the bottom right, one up on the top left, and I can connect them all if I wanted to. I wouldn't do that because it doesn't make sense, but I could. So here's our first upgrade. We got airspace, which is going to expand out our area, just like all of the other mini metro, mini motorways, whatever. Your area is going to slowly expand out as you do stuff. The waiting area is this area here, so this little bar will get longer. And expedite allows us to turn faster. I haven't seen a lot of stuff happen with that one, so I'm going to expand my waiting area, because if you have planes waiting for too long to take off, if they get to a point where they time out, you lose. So I'm going to confirm that upgrade, and we'll deal, and we'll see how we do. We're not going to go through a full playthrough of how long it takes me to lose, because well, it's going to be pretty quick, but I don't think it's going to be quick enough to make an interesting video or to really talk about in detail. But I do want to go through a couple layers of what's going on here and kind of see what's going on, or what's happening in general. So SFO, which is the San Francisco airport, has 4 runways, it looks like here, to kind of going this way, to that way. So a normal airport would just use those 2, and that's it. Or 2 airport runways overall, but you can see how we're kind of doing some different things. You don't have to worry about wind or anything like that like a real plane would. So there's some slight differences in how you approach the problems here, because you don't have to worry about the realism of wind or any of that. That would be a really interesting upgrade if there's some wind considerations to have. I don't think that's likely to happen for this game, just because of the nature of it. I think it's way more complex than this game wants to be, and that's fine. But you can see that we get planes that we are not able to land because we don't have a good approach pathway. There we go. And usually it's just a matter of waiting a little bit more time for them to be able to get there, and that's fine. But we are getting planes in and out of this airport, getting them taken care of and on their way. So we have our first navigation waypoint. I'm going to set that up. And you can move these. They're not set in stone. They're not permanent things at all. But basically, I'm going to set this one over here. Let's set one right here to go that way. And the general idea, I'm going to hit spacebar real quick. The general idea is any airplanes that enter over here, I'm going to direct them to this to head straight out so they don't hit the mountains. But then we can land them very easily. And as we zoom out a little more, I'll be able to route planes down south of this mountain range and then connect it up to that, and we should be in good shape. But for right now, it's just not in our cards. We don't have enough upgrades to do that. Uh-oh. Okay, so we got a plane that
Cleared for takeoff.
was cleared to land but was not able to, and now it's going around. So that's fine.
Left.
But we need to now deal with the fallout of that, because that plane should have been on the ground. It should have counted for our points already, and we don't have it on the ground. So we need to just kind of take care and manage and make sure you're paying attention to what the game says, because if I was planning on that plane to most definitely be on the ground, it most definitely is not, and that's a problem. So you can see that I can point that plane on the left-hand side here to that waypoint. It's going to get there, turn, and go the way that I asked it to, and then I can have it set up to land. And eventually, hopefully, we'll get a landing waypoint, and I can connect that over to here. So any plane I send there is going to go here, connect to that one, and then automatically land for us. That's the dream here that we're trying to get to, but it's not there yet. All right, so that guy's going to go to there. He'll turn, do his thing. Yay him. That's going there. That's going to go down there. And you need to go there. So it gets to be, like, the game gets to be, like, really, there's a lot to do once you get rolling here. We don't have a lot to do right now. We're still pretty... Uh-oh. We're going to run this train. Oh, no, we died. You see that? We just barely clipped the edge of that and lost. We only got 31 planes, and that's no good. But as we move through here, I have no idea how people get up to this end. That's wild to me. But basically the idea here is that as you build, it gets more and more busy and more chaotic, but you're also able to add more and more kind of automation to your setup. So this is Mini Airways. It's a game I rather enjoy, just like some of the other games we talked about, especially Ultimate Racing 2D. This is one of those games that I just kind of jump into and just play with and see, and it's very fun, and it's a good like before bedtime game. This game to me screams like it needs to be on a mobile device, like iPad in particular, not like an iPhone. It's too small, or any cell phone is too small. But an iPad where you have more real estate seems like a perfect fit for that. But I'm very happy playing it on my computer. So that's Mini Airways. I really like this game. I can't express how much. And all of the new things that this game added on when it became like a full release really hit really nicely. But if you haven't checked out the my video on the prologue version of this, if you're interested in this and you want like a free version, that's out there. So take a look at that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.